3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
Hello.
Excuse me. Hi, good morning. This is Sean Tannenbaum.
I'm Lori McGuire.
And this is Charmed Messages from Heaven, where we give short, free readings to callers. And I do see at least one person who didn't get called last time. We're going to get you to first. And here we go. Make sure I get the right person. Don't want to.
Yes, 203.
Okay. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, I saw you called last time.
Connecticut. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did. I love your show. You guys are great.
Thank you.
And I'm so glad I got in today. You had talked to me about cars before, and you may have even said that there was going to be a second choice. My mechanic that's getting a car ready for me called me yesterday. Can I ask you about another car?
Sure.
Okay, it's a 2007 Honda Odyssey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, the people he deals with, this is not an insult, it's just the way these people live, doesn't necessarily have much of a maintenance record. And I'm always asking about timing belts, and they're like, why fix it if it doesn't need fix, if it doesn't break? So bit of a frustration there. So wondering what you see with this car. It's huge. In some ways would be great. The size.
I don't know. I feel like there's a better option. What are you getting, Sean? Yeah. I feel like it might be good, or it looks good right now, but then it's going to die, or something's going to kick in that you don't like. What are you getting?
Yeah, that's pretty much
exactly. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly, yeah.
Something major, because the mechanic says if anything goes wrong, he'll, cover it.
Yeah, so then he'll cover it, which is fine. I just feel like something is going to go wrong with it. I'm just saying that because we get the 10 of Swords, which is like the ending, the death card.
Yeah.
And then the High Priestess, which is interesting because that's telling me that you have to trust your intuition, and maybe you even know and you feel something about this car isn't right.
Yeah. Today, gosh, it just seems like a better option as far as size to the one that my mechanic is fixing up for me. But today I felt a little funny about it. Is she dishonest about the history or anything, that the one that wants to sell it?
I mean, I don't think so. The other thing is I feel like you're going to go forward. It's funny because we both got the 8 of Wands. We're using 2 different decks today, and that usually means like it's a forward movement, like it's happening anyways. So you're getting this car. Well, you're getting one or the other either way. Like you're not changing mechanics, you're not going somewhere else. So it's definitely happening.
And they tell me you have to speak up.
Speak up.
Like speak your mind.
Well,
and I would make sure I have everything in writing.
Say it again?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I would just make sure too that you have everything in writing. Like if Sean says that you guys were talking about if anything goes wrong, that they're going to cover it or whatever, like don't just take their word for it. I think part of the speak up is make sure that they have it in writing and that it's a signed contract. So then you don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you tune into this guy, my mechanic, Sam? It's kind of like not how he operates. He's going to be leaving the garage and start working out of his home because he doesn't like the way the guys run the repair shop. I don't know if I can get him to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think he definitely comes from a place of good intentions and has more of a genuine more of a genuine person. in general. Um,
Yeah.
That place is definitely very negative for him. The interesting part is though he's the light there. So if he leaves, I feel like they're not going to do that great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with, he probably knows that too. He is the light, he's been wonderful to me. And, this little car that he was fixing up for his mother, he was then fixing up for me. And of the two, do you see one better than the other?
I almost think like the first one is better. What about you?
It's fine because I keep hearing Honda Accord. Like there's another car.
I think there's another option
Yeah.
as well.
And well, do you think my car will last until another car shows up?
I mean, yes, but you'll probably have to keep on maintaining it. The Five of Swords, which is the Five of Wands, sorry, which is like more of like a fighty card. Like it's going to be a little bit of a battle. I think could it stretch? I think it could stretch, but you know you might have to put air in the tire and or whatever it is. Do this here and there, and just the other part is that I'm seeing. I feel like this the good mechanic guy. You said his name was Sam.
Yeah.
I actually feel like
Yeah.
he's going to eventually have his own shop, his own place. I think he's going to open it though with a
Yeah.
friend. I don't think it's going to be just him, and that might be financial wise, or just maybe he doesn't want the whole responsibility. But I feel like he eventually gets his own space, and that will do very good,
I agree. Absolutely.
very successful. Yeah, but it looks like he gets a partner.
Yeah, he's looking. Okay, he's got a couple of good guys there he might take with him. He does want to buy his own, place, but in the meantime, he's going to go work out of his home, which he used to do before.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to have so many questions, but this is like so important to me right now. I've got a sick dog, and I need to make sure whatever car I get, transportation is going to be good. Do
Patient.
you see something major going on with the Odyssey? Whatever happens, would it be
No,
major?
I mean, I think for the time being, it'll get you through. We get
Yeah.
the patience card, and the angels are even showing like they're gonna help you through this time. And it sounds easier said than done, but I would just put faith in
I would. Yeah.
the
They
universe.
show me like small things, if anything, with the Odyssey.
Yeah, small things, maybe a little like annoyances.
Sorry?
Oh, like small. Sean said like small
Did you
things.
say that, did you say patience and angels are around the Odyssey, the bigger one?
Yeah, well, they're around
Or the
you.
smaller one?
They
They're
don't-
around you.
They don't follow cars.
Yeah, they don't follow the cars; they follow the people. So it's going to be whichever one you pick for now, and keeping you and the pet safe. But we hope we
My
helped you.
dog is really, thank you. My dog is on the way out. Would you prefer is he okay in the small one? Thank you.
Yeah, he's okay with whichever one you decide to pick. And like I said, I think there's going to be little annoyances, but you'll be safe for now.
Yeah.
And we'll send your dog
Thank
some
you so
Reiki
much.
tonight.
I love you so much.
Absolutely.
You're welcome. We
Thank
hope you have a
you.
good day.
I really appreciate it. Thank
Lori,
you.
Lori's
Yes.
throwing cars at me. Have a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Who is next?
I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Hello.
Good, how are you? Yourself, Sean? Hey, Lori, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
What's your name?
It's Jay,
Hey, Jay, where are you calling from?
calling from Western Canada.
Ooh, Canada.
Ooh.
What is going on? Do you want us to give you a general reading? Do you have a question?
I'd like actually some guidance, Lori, from my mother or some of my ancestors, people that passed on, because it's a very interesting time for my life right now and the direction where it's going to go. I have a great job right now and just wondered where I should put my energy right now because there's a lot of stuff opportunity to contact me and just wondered where each direction that my mother, she helped me a lot to go in that direction, like where to spend most of my energy right now.
Right.
Yes. Well, the first thing that I get is
Thank you, Sean.
unconditional love. And she keeps on telling you she's giving you roses, or I don't know if roses are a sign from her, but I'm seeing them everywhere. Are you seeing them all over the red?
Absolutely.
Nothing but unconditional love. And now, did you just make a PowerPoint for work or something with like a presentation?
You know what? It's interesting you say that. I did a spreadsheet that I had to do. I thought it'd be more quick for me to do, and I created it on Friday and added it to my lead or my supervisor, and yeah, I just left it like that. So it's interesting you asked that.
Yeah. I feel like that was like almost the golden ticket. Don't you feel like that was like a good move?
I don't know. The company you're with right now, are they not doing well?
We don't get numbers, so I mean they're expanding quite. Like my last company was the other way around. It wasn't doing that well, but this
I think
company
it was
is
the past.
doing pretty good, I think. But we don't get numbers, right? We just get here, yeah, everything's fine, but it's interesting right now. So I just like to hear the numbers and see where we are right now, so we can actually do some things. So, but yeah, just I guess play it by ear. They're focusing their money on something else, and they're part of the business.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's a good movement for you within where you are, or within what you're doing, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because for some reason I keep hearing they're standing on one leg, like they're on one leg,
Yeah.
and I don't know what that means.
Is it a startup company?
Well, they have really expanded this year, so in terms of personnel, and so
Or maybe they don't have enough.
I don't know where the numbers are, right? If I knew the numbers are, I could say, yeah, maybe this is what they're doing. So
Because I also see like a big change coming, but money coming in.
Exactly.
And I don't know, right? So that makes sense too. I don't know if it's exactly with this company or within the company. So you're either changing companies or there's going to be changes within the company. And then money coming in.
yeah, like I said, they have. Yeah, I think they're anticipating, or they've hired quite like the number of staff right now, and there's temporary ones for the summertime. But yeah, I think we're so busy with other things. But yeah, well, I'm busy where I'm working at the division I'm working in. So working for a great person. We have a lot of similarities. This is really, really. I don't know if it's coincidental, but a lot of similarities. So I'm really surprised.
Very
about
cool.
that.
And what is it that you do?
Actually, I'm a repair technician, working on like traffic lights and things like that.
Oh, very cool.
But, or is anyone like my mother or somebody, you want to go towards unconditional love or any other direction that can help me prepare for the future? That's really uncertain for a lot of people right now, but if I get a heads up on it, I can work on those things.
I gotcha. Someone's moving in the company.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
Someone's moving either in the company or from the company, going somewhere else. Just keep your eye on that.
Yeah. I feel like it'll be a good thing for him though.
Absolutely.
The movement and the change. Yeah, there's definitely a big change and movement happening there, but it's going to end up being very good for you.
Because they're saying follow him or follow that person.
Yeah.
Your mom is just full of love right now.
Yeah, all I feel from her is immense love. She's sending such good love. She's saying, and I don't know if this is something you needed to hear, but she's saying err on the side of environmental protection or do what's safer for the environment. I don't know if that makes sense with your job or just with what you're doing in general.
What did she say again? Sorry, apologize.
Like err on the side of environmental protection.
Okay, yeah, okay. So that does make sense, actually.
It
I
does.
agree with that.
Okay,
Like, I agree with much of like protect the environment and things and recycle and all those other things, yeah.
perfect. And can you do something like that with your job or around your job or through your job?
That's a good question. I always tell my supervisor we should clean up a lot of things and don't
Yeah.
see anything spill, just wipe it up and things. So just
Stop, because I was going to say something with the oil spills. Yeah, I was hearing something about the oil spills, and something about you getting in charge or taking charge of that. And I almost think there's going to be some new product or new method that you implement that everybody else, either at the company or even like globally, starts to use. And it does feel very natural and environmental protection.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing you're implementing it. Or you're
Exactly.
implementing
Like,
it.
just showing me like you have this idea that's gonna bloom.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Keep showing me. I don't know if your mom had a lot of pins or brooches, but she's like very proud of them. Like a flower
Clips,
pin.
yeah.
She had, she had quite a bunch of jewelry and things like that before she left this earth. So
Yeah, but this in particular, it's like a pin or something like that with a flower.
It's like an enamel, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if
Almost like costume jewelry, but pretty.
I think so. I didn't know her jewelry collection looked like, but yeah.
That's okay. But she's saying you're on the right track, but you have to trust yourself more.
Yeah, trust yourself more. Things are going to get better with work, especially financially. I see that coming in. And if you have that feeling and that intuition, and because you're definitely being divinely guided to fix something at work or do something that's going to protect people more, do it. Don't be afraid of if they think you're crazy or whatever, because you're getting this intuition from your angels and your guidance. So, but you're definitely going to implement something that seems really cool, that saves the environment, that helps people.
Absolutely.
I say trust your gut on that.
Okay.
And if there's a Dominic at your work, follow him.
Dominic?
Or Dom, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, but thank you.
I heard Mick. It could also be a Mick.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it's a Mick as the last name.
It could
MC
be.
or MAC, yeah.
It's a good person now, whoever it is.
Sounds something like Dominic, yeah.
Thank you so much for calling. Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck. It was nice to chat with you.
You have a great day.
Grateful for your guidance.
Thank you.
Have a grateful day.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thanks, Laurie.
Bye.
Ciao. Bye.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I'm okay. How are you guys doing?
Good. What's your name?
This is Jessica. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Hey, Jessica. How can we help you?
Wondering what you're picking up as far as housing. I am leaving my current place in around 4 or 5 days. And I'm also wondering what you're picking up with work. If I haven't, I've been interviewed. Well, I'll just leave it be.
Okay, hold on. Did you say you were injured?
I was saying I was interviewing, but then I stopped
interviewing.
myself from saying that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotcha. Who's
Who's
the young man that passed away? I would say 40s. Very short hair.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Sandy, like a sandy colored short hair?
Yeah, like sandy colored short hair.
I don't know if Matt or double T's in his name stands out. I do feel like it's a friend or a coworker.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I don't have any coworkers. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Does he have a message?
From the past. Well, I was hearing it was something about work. So I did hear something about like almost like it's okay to knock on the door again, like an old job, a place you had in the past. almost as if they're hiring again. So I feel like there's this place that you had closed off your list
That's exactly
that
what
they're
I'm
not going back, but now like it's okay to go back. So just keep that in mind. What is it that you do for work?
Well, I'm kind of just doing random things right now. I've been taking like event promotion type jobs, but it's just freelance and it's part-time. I'm still looking for that like full-time job. When I spoke to you guys a couple of weeks ago, I know you were saying like it would be an event, I would get hired for like an event planner job.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
I've
it
done that in
feels
the
like.
past, but
Yeah.
that's come around.
That's what it
And
feels
we're kind
like.
of like at the 11th hour.
And I
As
actually
far as
see
like I
you,
need to move now.
I actually see you
Go ahead.
having different like you're delegating different tasks for the event. Like you're having this person do that, you're having that person do that. Definitely something with the double letters in the person's name, Johnny, Matt. There's two T's or two N's. But I feel like it's from a place that you might have worked at, or maybe somebody you might have worked with. Like I feel like you're going back. Getting back in touch, maybe not going back to a specific job, but getting back in touch with them, and then doors opening. You actually get opportunities being available to you like right now and not in like the very future, like very soon, like within the next week, 2-3 weeks. Somebody's offering you something. It might not be what you're looking for, but then you have all these other opportunities that are what you're looking for. And the Eight of Wands says that things are out of your control. So easier said than done, but you have to trust the universe.
Now,
Okay. And what are you picking up as far as like my next housing location? Because again, like my lease is up in a few days. I haven't found my new place just yet. I haven't been guided to it yet.
before I go on to that, they started showing me all these things, like almost like there's a job waiting for you. All you have to do is like get it.
Yeah.
There's a woman, I think from a contact from a prior job. I don't know if my names are horrible. I heard like Elena or Elaine. She knows of a job opening that would be good for you. So
Maybe it's Eileen. Maybe it's with the two E's. There's definitely a double letter connection in there.
But just keep up, keep your contact with other people that you've worked with in the past.
Hard work pays off. That's also what I'm getting. For the place that you're looking into getting, I feel like it's very close to where you are now. Are you in a building complex?
No, I'm on like a huge estate. I live in a cottage, so it's like a private home.
Okay.
And I want to get back into another home in the same area.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely going to be close by.
How do you see it coming about? Because I just called a realtor today. I've been looking and I've been talking to some people who are local just to see if anybody's seen anything. But like I said, it hasn't been presented yet. And they're it needs to be a fast turnaround.
Same card. You know, it is so funny. So like, I don't know if you were listening earlier, but me and Sean are both using two different decks of cards, and we both just pulled the strength card, the number 8 and it's number 8 strength. So two different decks, but the same card, which is interesting. So telling me too, on this card, there's like a nice halo of the infinity symbol, which to me tells me like, again, to have trust. It's going to happen. It might feel like it's down to the wire also, but it's going to happen. And the Lover's card comes up. So I feel like it's going to be through somebody you know, somebody that you trust, that's going to help get you in there. Hermit is the light in the dark, and then movement away from negative. The 6 of Swords, which is like away from troubled times. So I think most of your message today is saying you're going to be okay. It's obviously down to the wire, but somebody you know is going to help you. I feel like it's an older lady.
You might have to accept a place that's not your dream place for now, just to hold you over, but you will find a place.
Yeah, and I
I don't
even
know
feel
if
like you
it's-
like it. You're not gonna. It looks like you're not gonna really like it or
Yeah.
want it, but then it's very cute and quaint.
It's a
You
lot
make
of
it your
other
own.
people, like an apartment, or
I was seeing like a complex or
Right.
something together,
yeah.
unless it's like sharing
Okay.
a space. Could
Right.
also be like sharing a space.
Exactly. I'm seeing other people, but that
But
could-
then liking it.
yeah, exactly.
I can't really live in one of those places because of like the frequency of the internet that people have on all the time. So, I mean, sort of how where I'm living now is like there are other buildings that we're all separated from each other. We all have our own like sort of housing unit,
Right.
Oh,
but we're on the same property.
I feel like it's going to be something very
Mhm.
similar to
Well,
that.
that's what she's talking about, like a community.
Yes.
Okay.
I see an older
Yeah,
lady.
That you got this. Go ahead. Yeah.
I see an older lady with like gray hair, so fairly an older lady, maybe in her late 70s, early 80s. That is just so sweet, very sweet and kind, and helps you to get to the next spot. I don't know if it's her spot, maybe it's her estate, but she's very nice and kind,
Yeah.
and I feel like it might be 2 weeks. I know you said you only have 4 or 5 days, but so you might have to go somewhere as like a temporary, and then you'll get this new space. But it's like right here.
That's what I saw. Yeah, exactly. But you'll be
See,
okay.
that's the thing. Like even with the temporary, like I haven't even been guided on where to go for temporary. Like it's been, and I always
Yeah.
say it's funny that you got the strength card because I keep saying in spirit, I'm like, you know the amount of strength that it takes for me to hold the faith this long. Like
You
people would
see?
be freaking out.
Exactly. Exactly. And I don't know. I just feel like timing is a little crazy right now, but I do know that it's going to fall into place and work out for you. And I know that's easier said than done, but you just have to keep on trusting. But once you get into that space,
Yeah.
I also feel like you'll be able to give up the random jobs, and that's when you're going to get the other solid job. Definitely in July. I don't see it going.
Yeah. I
It's
agree.
going to be very soon.
Keep.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah, I keep feeling that too. That's what's so like
Oh, good.
interesting and weird.
Yeah.
Like I keep feeling it, and then it's like then the time goes by, and it's like, what are you guys doing?
Well, but you know what? If you're feeling it and we're telling you, then it's double validation for you. So
Absolutely.
keep on trusting and keep us posted,
Please do.
and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. You too.
All right,
Thank
hon.
you.
Have a good
Thank you
day.
very much. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Bye bye.
I don't think I picked this person before, but
We'll find out.
hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Hi. I have talked to you before. Thank
Okay.
you guys for taking my call. My name is Patricia.
Hey,
And,
Patricia.
Hi. God, I had everything right in my head as you were finishing up with the last caller. So I'll start off. There's 2 guys that I met, 2 gentlemen. And can you tell me what you feel around Jimmy or Demetrius? Are either one of them potential long-term partners?
She's the one with the neck because I see
don't-
this like next.
Oh, maybe it's going back and forth.
Yeah.
And who? Who has the auburn in their hair or the reddish in their hair?
Neither one. They're bald headed.
They're bald headed.
Both.
Could either one of them have had red
Yeah,
hair
they wear.
when they had hair?
I don't
That's funny.
think so.
That's so funny.
I couldn't see red hair.
So I have very interesting and conflicting feelings, which is funny because he pulled the sun and I pulled the moon,
Yeah.
which is also, conflicting quite differences in people. I do feel like Jimmy, the first one, is more of the stable one.
Mhm.
I feel like the second one you mentioned, what was his name?
Yeah.
Demetrius. I feel like he is much more
Demetrius, yeah.
exciting, but not as stable. The other part is to
Okay.
get the moon for the first one tells me maybe your perception of him isn't 100%. Maybe you have to look at it from a different light. But he shows balance and stability. The other guy shows a little bit of worry or anxiety, but maybe because you don't know where you stand with him or what his status is. And the star, which is fun and exciting,
Right.
and you feeling like the center of attention. But then we get like things out of your control, and it's just not as stable. What are you getting,
Yeah.
Sean?
I'm sorry.
No, it's funny because Jimmy, is he the more outgoing guy?
He is.
Because it's funny because I was getting the guy opposite.
You were getting the opposite.
Yeah,
That's
like-
we were both getting
like-
conflicting, which is so funny.
Jimmy's outgoing. He's like kind of like exciting, going all over the place.
But do you think he's stable
I don't
in
know.
the end of the day? That's what I want to know for her.
Oh God. Are you the same person who the spirit said just pick your pie and eat it?
Could you repeat that, Sean?
There was one reading because I'm getting the kind of the same thing where the spirit came through and said pick a pie and eat it.
You know what? I think I've heard that from you before.
Oh, okay.
And it had something to do with.
That's so funny because he came through and he said the same thing.
Yeah, I'm out dating now. I've been out of a long-term relationship for maybe about 4 years. So, and it's just due to different reasons, healing, school, family things. And so now I'm sort of ready. So I think I maybe threw another name in the pot the last time. And I think you probably said the same thing about
Well, he
picking
came.
a piece of that pie.
He
So
came through and he said the same exact thing, and I didn't remember it until you said it. But he's telling me, what are you looking for? Are you looking for stability, safety, or are you looking for fun and
Money.
Eh.
I
oh
actually
yeah, all of that. If I could get it all in one, I would love that. Yeah,
Wouldn't we
yeah.
all?
I was laughing.
Myself,
I honestly feel like there's probably
Right.
going to be somebody else that comes in. I think these people are here now as like buffers and to give you excitement and fun and joy. To enjoy it while the time lasts. But I feel like it kind of comes to an ending. It very seems like, did you ever watch Seinfeld? Like, just their relationships usually end for stupid reasons. Like, the girl's hands were too big, or like, the guy's back was too hairy. Like, things that are like almost irrelevant and shouldn't matter. Which
Right.
I feel like is
Right.
going to happen here. But I think that's going to be the fun part of it. It looks like the universe and your angels are saying, listen, enjoy what you're having,
that's exactly what I'm
and then we'll send you who you're
Mhm.
supposed to really have. Because I feel like these guys at the end of the day
Sweet.
are more hard work than they should be. Like, so
That's-
they have their good attributes, but then I still feel like it's
well,
too hard, like too much work for the relationship.
not only that, they're here to teach you.
Yes.
They're here to teach you and for you to learn
Yeah.
what you really want.
Yes, exactly. For you to grow.
Because
And love
they're,
your-
And
yourself
that's
more.
fine. I'm in.
they're opposites completely.
They are completely
I enjoy
opposites.
them.
Very conflicting energies. I mean, very upbeat and loving, but
Yeah.
different people, very different. Even them together, like you interact differently with the one than you do with the other. It's very different.
Yes.
I don't know if
I do.
this is your father,
Real
but
quick.
your father keeps saying, I think it's your dad.
Yeah.
Take notes, like just note what you like, what you don't like, because you're gonna find out more about yourself than you realize.
Yes. Yeah. It's about finding out what you love in yourself and what you're not going to compromise.
Love that. So real quick, I got an offer for a job. Working. It's at a surgery kind of like an outpatient surgery center.
Okay.
And I want to know, what do you pick up? Is that a good fit for me? I actually was working through this agency, probably for the last month and a half, and yeah, it's been really, really, I don't know, I don't even have enough time to even explain that job, but it didn't work out too good, and I was really hopeful for it, so I lost money with working with that job, and
Okay.
I feel like I'm a little behind. So do you see this surgery center being a good fit? And do you see me being able to kind of catch up financially? Or do you see someone maybe helping me out? Because, yeah, I'm kind of a little behind. And July is here, and some money that I don't have to pay certain bills.
Mhm. I mean, I definitely see you taking this job.
Are you going to be working behind a desk? I don't know why I yelled at. Although my yelling is not other people yelling.
I think, I think so. I think that's what it is. I normally work in the OR, so this is going to be a little different because what they told
Well,
me.
that's what
And
they're
I thought,
telling
oh
me.
wow, I thought you would. Okay.
And they're telling me this is a good place to I can't
Put your roots in type of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Thank
I
you.
think there's room for advancement also.
I have my thesaurus next to me.
Yes. Yes. And I mean, I see you taking the job. Page of Wands is like new beginning, new actions, but that there being opportunity there. So I don't see you taking it and remaining at this title even for a long time. Like it looks like you move up to coordinator and then something else and something else. Like I think there's tons of room for advancement, and I think the money is good, to be honest with you. I think you'll be able to save some money. I mean, not like thousands of dollars in a debt, you know what I mean? But I feel like you're going to be able to save some good money.
Yeah.
Even Sean, yeah.
I definitely see this as a really good place, like she said, to put your roots down and start growing something big.
Yeah.
But I do have to get to the next caller.
And do you see a helping hand?
I mean, you got the Wheel of Fortune card. So I'm going to say I wouldn't say that that's not going to happen, but I wouldn't bank on that. I think the luck might be in just you getting it yourself, but getting lucky and getting into a good spot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
all right, thank you guys. You are awesome.
And your dad sends daisies.
Thank you so
I don't know
much.
what that's about. Your dad sends daisies.
Daisies. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love you, Dad. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
I look forward to talking to you guys again.
All right.
Same. Have a good day, hon.
You as well.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Hello, good. I didn't think I was going to get on.
I
I'm
tried.
so happy that I did.
What's your name? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Laura, and I'm calling from Virginia.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Laura. And what do you want to ask us?
Well, I'd love to ask about jobs, what you guys are getting or picking up on that.
Okay. I'm just trying to get rid of the energy from the last call.
All right, and I'm seeing like a roller coaster. I know I don't think you're going to work as like a carny, and forgive me if you do, but that's not the job for you. But I think it's a metaphor of saying like things seem like they're very good, and then they're not great, and then they seem like they're good, and they're not great. It's kind of like a roller coaster. Is that what you've been experiencing lately?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you in financial business? What do you do for work?
Definitely not financial. Well, I was working with the government, and now I'm just a substitute teacher.
Okay. For the
But
government.
I'm looking to find something else.
Patience the world. Yeah. You're supposed to be doing something it's like with organizing money. So maybe not financial, like buying and selling, but it's like you're organizing, allocating, maybe it's allocating, like deciding what's going to be spent where and going to where else, almost like a buyer. Does that make sense? Strength, temperance, and the world.
No, I
Well,
definitely would stay away from money. I'm not a financial person at all.
Are you looking to teach like full time, like as a permanent?
No. Teachers right now are it's horrible for teachers, to be honest with you.
and what was the skill set you were using when you were working for the government? Was it organizing? Keep in here, she's delegating, she's allocating, she's organizing.
I was a background investigator. I was an investigator.
Ah, yes. Okay. So maybe you were like organizing, like you're putting things in groups. I don't know how that's going. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a lot just detailed. They keep on telling me you're very detailed and organized. And maybe that's the skill set that you're going to use from what you did in the past to the next thing. Does that make sense? Strength and patience.
You know what? I can be detailed, yes, because I want to do a good job. I'm a people pleaser. But as far as my drawers and everything organized, no, I just throw it in.
Well, organized in your house and other things is different than organized in your work. Total opposite animals.
I would definitely try to be on task and be detailed orientated at the job. Yes.
Yeah, because that's where I feel like your role, or I want you to think of that as your skill set that you're going to apply to the next job.
Okay.
What are you getting?
I don't know. I'm seeing that she's looking for freedom. Like, I don't know if it's like an independent, like, investigator.
Because I'm a Sagittarius.
Okay. They're saying that you want freedom, you want independence. So I don't know if that type of job, if you're like a freelancer, like a
working for herself.
I'm not sure. I think that's what she would
That's
love.
why I accepted because I don't want to be tied in a cage.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
But they're saying that you're going to continue being free like that. Now I don't know if it's like a private investigator.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, or like a fact checker. I don't know, something weird. It's like a private investigator, but maybe you're not investigating people, but you're investigating things. Does that make sense? Like they're hiring you to.
Yeah. So I put out a couple of jobs like that for the government. I have tried to apply for stuff like that as well.
Okay, that makes sense. That's where I feel like you're gonna get your opportunity. They're also saying you were offered something and you didn't want it or you weren't taking it. And I think that from the government, I think it's from the government because it's somewhere where you want to be, but that you have to look at it from a different view. And I feel like don't get caught up on the quote unquote times that they want you to be on, like clocking in and clocking out. I feel like that's where you're getting stuck because this job looks like you could do it very like water, like fluidly. Like you could do it whenever you want to do it. You're not going to be stuck.
Exactly. I think I have one of your guides here because she doesn't seem like she was a relative or anything like that. And it seems like you've been, when you've been hit hard with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she's so sorry.
So hard.
She's so sorry that you have to go through that, but you're going to come out stronger from it.
And this is weird. I feel like this is maybe too where I'm seeing the financial part. I think maybe you're going to investigate people like fraud or embezzling, like something to do with maybe their money or they're washing it. What do you call that? Like laundering. Washing it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I feel like that's where, yes, I think that's where you're going to get, it's almost like a PI. Yeah, it's definitely like a PI, but I think it's still through the government. but it's still on your own. So maybe they're hiring you like per diem or per case, and that's what you're gonna do. But you're good at like putting things in
Yeah.
piles. Like you find this out about them, you put it here. You find this, and then you're gonna give them all the information
And
in an
Yes,
organized way.
I did put in for an adjudicator, which means that somebody would go and investigate somebody for the government role, and then I would look at that and say, okay, is this a good person? Did they do everything they're supposed to do? Are they a
Right.
threat to the government? Type of thing. So I would adjudicate
That makes
the case
sense. Yeah.
to see if they were part.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool.
and
I hope so. Can I ask another question? Actually, two more questions. I'm wondering if you see us moving. We're in a rental right now, and I like the location, but I don't know if this is the place that I need to be or not.
I feel like it's definitely better from where you came from, and now is not the best time to make a move. If that
Exactly.
makes sense.
that's so funny. So the same exact thing. Like you have to stay put just until
Yeah,
things start
so-
rolling.
Yes.
Okay. Our lease is up in November, so we were thinking about staying or not, and it just keeps going on. There's a lot of good things where I am, but I just don't want it to be the forever deal.
No, I just
No,
feel like
it won't
money
be.
wise and job wise, it's a good place to stay for now. So maybe another year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before we
Okay.
go, your guide keeps telling me that even though all this stuff has happened to you, try not to let anger take over.
Yeah. That makes so much sense. I really try.
I know.
I'm really trying.
She sees you
really-
struggling with it, and she just wants you to know that she is there, and you will get through this.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to think about things in this way and hopefully it helps, but you've been through the storm. So
Yeah.
now it's going to be sunshine, the storm never lasts forever.
I keep seeing you like throw an apple at someone's head.
Like when the Tin Man throws the apple.
Yeah. Maybe that's with your teaching
I
job.
want to. I want a whole bat of apples.
Yeah.
That she's over. But you do get the Ace of Cups, which is very good. That means like emotional freedom, happiness.
Yeah.
And there's even a dove on there, which is the sign of peace always. So the bottom line is you're going to be happy. And I think the worst is over. I think the storm is over for you. So.
And we're gonna have to get you one of those
Do you have a
worry
timeline?
stones. That we,
Oh yeah, worry stone. That's a good thing.
yeah, they're saying you need to have something in your pocket that you can
Get rid of your anxiety
Yeah.
and kind of ground yourself when you need to.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I have several stones.
Oh.
Just
So hold
fill up
on
my
to them.
pockets
Yeah.
person.
Exactly.
All of them. Do you have a timeline for that job to come in? Do you have any idea, like
I feel
any
like it's
timeline
6
at
weeks.
all?
I think it's within the next 6 weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Just
well,
have
that's good news,
patience
too.
and hang in there.
I have one final. Right. I have one final question. My husband is in a job right now, and he's acting. He's in the job, but he actually doesn't have it permanently. It's just a temporary thing. Do you see him actually getting that permanent job where he is right now? Like he's in the acting. He's in a role, but he's just acting right now, and he did put in for the actual permanent job. But I'm wondering if he's going to actually get that one. It's called assistant director.
I feel like he's in a good spot and he's very stable there, but you got new beginnings. What is your intuition saying?
I don't know.
I feel like it's not going to be
Yeah.
there, but he's going to get the position that he wants. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I kind of the same thing.
Because I'm getting a yes, but a new beginning. So a new beginning would probably mean somewhere
Yeah.
else, not staying in the same title. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in that, and then I even get like the heartache card because I know he wants to be there. but he's going to be stable. It's just going to be somewhere else. But I see him signing on and getting that position like automatically. So maybe he goes from temporary at this place to a permanent at the new place. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he would be, he's temporary
Yeah.
in that position now, and he would automatically get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell him to just hang in there
Okay.
because he's also good at what he does. But we have to just move on now to the next person. And it was a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
You have a good day, hon.
Yes, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Hi,
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for taking my call.
What's your name?
Dion,
Dion. Oh, I think we spoke to you before. Dion, how are you?
I'm good. I'm similar to a lot of your previous callers. On Friday, I feel like the tow truck's coming to pull me out of here.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yeah, I've been looking to move. I have an appointment today because I have to get my paperwork transferred at 2:00. So if everybody can say a little prayer and then it'll go through, so I can end the headaches and the suffering and get moving on my new path would be great. I am
What do you-
ready to start this new life.
What are you
And-
submitting the paperwork
Yeah.
for? Is it for a house or for a job?
It's for housing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I get all good things. We
The
get
job I'm always applying for work.
for the
I'm
house.
always working for. I'll do money. I work for money too.
yeah.
Yeah, for the house. I mean, I get all good things. Like it's coming. Like it's coming.
Hmm.
Ace of Swords. Happiness is like 90% happy, so it's pretty much what you're looking for. It is definitely time for change for you, in a good way, but you've been praying for it and asking for it. What are you getting, Sean?
Here, are you looking for a full house or just a place to rent?
In the beginning, just a place to rent because I'm gonna be in a physical rehab center for a couple of weeks. So like the first place I land, it doesn't have to be anything special. It's just gotta be convenient because I'm gonna be going in for surgery and blah blah blah.
First
So
thing I
then after
heard.
that, though, I'm looking for like something more permanent.
What is the surgery on the neck?
No, it's on my uterus,
Oh, uterus.
but I do have a bad neck. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
to be straight.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I definitely feel the neck as being an issue for you.
Because the first thing I heard when you called in was there's like a temporary apartment.
Yes.
Now I don't know if it's like a basement apartment
Hmm.
or something like that, but I heard that.
Or like a garage. Yeah, it looks like a temporary area.
Yeah, it's gonna be a just temporary for you, just until you need to get something better. Did I lose you?
Like, okay, no, I'm just absorbing that. I can't live in a garage, like above a garage, maybe.
Well,
Right,
no.
right. No, it's like an apartment. It's just like a smaller, like a studio type of space. That is almost like prepping you for the next space. Right.
Right, it's just like a temporary thing just for you.
Yeah,
I saw a basement apartment, but it could be anything like that.
Yeah, because I feel like you have like you're not unpacking everything and you still have like a designated like storage area where you're putting your bins or boxes that you're not getting ready to unpack, and they're saying that's okay because you're not going to be there forever. It's just like a transition spot.
that's so funny because I always worry about that. I'm always improving my storage to make it look more organized,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm saving items because eventually I'm gonna buy a hotel and live at the hotel. So I've been saving like little unique tchotchke items to put in the hotel once I save
Gotcha.
up for it, like Monopoly game.
I love that.
Very nice. We'll come stay there.
Yes. Who your grandmother has passed, correct, on your dad's side?
Oh yeah, my parents are gone too.
Okay, I feel like it's grandma from dad's side that's saying like you have to stop fighting yourself.
Mm.
You keep on fighting yourself like this is a bad idea, this is a good idea, this is a bad idea. Like you have to stop fighting yourself.
Absolutely. And they keep telling me that.
Well, I'm going down to Miami with like just people. Oh yeah, you're gonna get this money over here. It's like anytime you rely on other people, it's like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just scared because it's out of my hands, and I'm making a big leap. I'm going from Wisconsin to Miami.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a complete culture shock. So I am taking out and like beating myself up a bit. Yeah.
And that's where you're doing your
True,
surgery?
In Jacksonville.
So in Florida.
That's why I'm okay with the next place being just like a little
Right.
intermittent thing because I have to go into an area just for rehab, so it doesn't matter.
All right, makes
After
sense.
that, I'll get a real
Yeah, I feel like
longer term.
actually by August you'll be able to move on to the new place.
And they're also telling me this is going to be a time for connections. You're going to branch out and make a lot of connections that are going to be helpful for you in your future, let's say with a hotel or, meeting a lot of different people. And that's going to be good.
Yeah, soak it all in. The networking opportunities. Like literally talk to everybody.
Okay.
Exactly. And don't be so guarded. I think the grandma keeps like holding her heart, like you're shielding yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to be open.
Yeah. So unsure of love, she said.
Yeah.
As long as you're loving yourself and you're putting that energy out there, it makes it easier.
I mean, I don't turn guys away because like I'm straight, but at the same time, it's like, what do they expect from me? I'm busy keeping a roof over my head. Like, I don't have time for that, And it's like, that's the thing. Like, I haven't had a chance to like even go out because I've just been working on like my housing situation. And it's just a constant balancing act.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like after the move, things are going to get better for you in a sense that you've been manifesting this. Just make sure you're keeping it positive. I mean, you get the Empress card also, which is abundance. Lots of change. Another 5 endings for new beginnings.
Yeah.
The Tower card. So lots of changes happening like literally in the next 3 weeks for you. But then I think it's almost going to be smooth sailing after that.
Exactly.
It just seems hectic to get there.
Yeah. And I think it's your mom that's been following you closely. She she says you've been
90 seconds.
You've been marching on your own way, and she likes that. She's also talking about your pocketbook being way too packed with. I'm not going to say that on the air. With too much stuff. I don't know, but do you keep hair?
Oh, she said that your pocketbook was packed with too many things. Your mom was saying that you pack your pocketbook with too many things.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just
It's
saying
gonna rip. She's
she's
like,
saying
it's gonna rip.
you don't need that much stuff. I keep seeing clips. I don't know if it's hair clips but she's like,
Yeah.
you don't need to carry all that. And that's also, I guess, significant on your life too. You don't have to carry everything with you.
Yes. Yeah, you could leave the negative stuff in Wisconsin and go forward with only positive
Yeah.
to Florida and make sure that you're talking to everybody and making different connections. I think now is your time to network.
And but I just want to let everyone know I took a picture of all the callers who didn't get called. So if you called in next week, I will make sure I pick you up first.
10 seconds.
Our next show is.
I don't remember.
Sorry.
Next week.
Next week, I'll let you know more.
We'll post it.
Before you go,
Thank you.
You wait before you go. Your mom keeps talking about. Is there a Martin or Marty in the family?
Marvin?
Marvin.
Martin was somebody, Martin was somebody that was that she knew, yeah.
Is he still around?
I think his son is.
Okay. Well, tell. I don't know if you're in touch with them, but she's with Marvin or Martin, whoever it was.
Yeah.
And he wants to give his son a kick in the ass. He's got to get moving in life.
Well, I'm leaving that all behind in Illinois, but that was actually the name of the business that they owned, was called Martin and Martin.
Oh, that's
Oh.
so funny.
You are good with names. You claim that you're
See?
not, but
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, they're saying that's an example of what not to do.
Very good.
That's funny.
But you get the strength card, and we're sending you love and light.
That's awesome. I just want to be on the right side of things and not be lazy and
Yeah,
just make sure that I'm on the right track, and that's all.
they said you are. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's going to be a good case. Okay, thank you very much for the video. I appreciate it.
You have
Thank
a great day.
you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Have a good day.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Goodbye.